everyone, let's get ready to rock Thursday, May 14th. We are going to be reviewing more count by tens and a fun poem we did around Valentine's. And we're going to start a new little project today on some amazing work that you did at the beginning of the year and now what we know at the end of our kindergarten year. So let's get ready to start by saying the pledge and get to it. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, stay standing up, everybody, and let's get those crossovers going. Get those arms up, get those legs, and do our crossover work to Valentine's for You. And yesterday we counted 100 days in kindergarten. Here's another way to count to 100 with a favorite song. Valentine's for You. 10 little, 20 little, 30 little Valentines, 40 little, 50 little, 60 little Valentines, 70 little, 80 little, 90 little Valentines, 100 Valentines just for you. Now think back to our kindergarten year. And remember, 100 Day and Valentine's ended up being the same day. We played some fun bingo. We had lots of parents and grandparents that came and helped us with our celebration. We played some other games, some minute to win it heart games, and we did some math games. So fun to think about all those things we did. So now let's take a peek at our handwriting. We are getting near the end of our handwriting review. Today it's letter V. Wait a minute. V for Valentine. That might be a word you want to write because our word wall did not have V letters or V words on it. So Valentine would be a great word. Uppercase, our lowercase, and then think of a few words. Remember, where do we start our letters? At the top. Where do we start our letters? At the top. If you're gonna start a letter, then you better remember to start it at the top. 5 and 5 and 5. V, W, and the last letter today is X. Again, start at the top and do your best. Fingers and helper hand are your best friends in handwriting. All right, let's see about our reading response journals. Remember, 3 days of the week, work on these. I hope that you're enjoying the word search where you're reading and you're looking for all of these snap words. And do your best work on these. And if you want to save these for summer and do some of them, remember that's a perfect thing to do too. And now make sure you take time to do some private reading yourself. And great listeners are always our stuffed animal friends, or maybe a little brother or little sister. Just make sure you're finding time every day to do some reading, okay? And our last job during our reading time is, I want to show you a special book. This is called Leo the Late Bloomer. And today you're going to be doing a project all about Leo the Late Bloomer. Because when I read this story to you today, it is the perfect example of how all of us in kindergarten bloomed. So today, the writing work that you're going to do is from a story that I'm going to read to you. So we're going to talk a little bit more about this later in our video. So get ready to do that work. And our last job is to take a peek at this poem. Ooh, this was a kindergarten favorite poem. And just take a peek. Can you tell what our focus learning was when we were singing about brush, brush, brush? You got it. Blends and digraphs. Here is a blend. There are two letters that work together and you can call them blends. Remember, when two letters work together to make a new sound, that's what we were studying and working on. We've got lots of blends, and when you see them in a word, you know, ooh, those two letters make their own sound. So let's sing brush, brush, brush. Stand up, do some crossover work again. Brush, brush, brush your teeth 2 times a day. Round and up and down, brush the germs away. So I hope you're remembering to brush, brush, brush your own teeth and remember all about those blends and digraphs, okay? Great strategy for when we're reading. And our last things we're going to talk about before we get back to that Leo the Late Bloomer are the math work we're doing. Today, you can play any math game, but Mrs. Oberg put down to play missing numbers again. So you can do missing number game. And then if you're working in your little math journals, we have a job today that Mrs. Oberg is going to scoop this back. Oh, hey. This reminds me, how did all that giant footprint measuring go? I hope you found some giant things to measure. I hope you had a great time and you did some fun work with that. So I'm just going to use the bottom of this paper so we're not wasting our paper. Today in our little math journals, we're going to work on string bead collections, it says. And when we do these are just another way to write number sentences. So I want to show you what I've got, okay? I have all these in a bag, and if we were here at kindergarten, we would get to pull them out. But you can do this work from home just the same. So here is what it is. It's just beads on a pipe cleaner. So let's count how many beads Mrs. Oberg has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 beads on this bead collection, right? So we can do this. We know there are 7. I'm just going to make a quick little number bond. Do you see how I can take this bead collection? I know there's 7, right? I didn't change anything. What am I going to put in my number bond? 1, 2. And how many beads are over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, another way we could show this is we could say 2 plus 5 equals 7, right? And here is what you need to do. Right here in your little number packet, you can write 7 right in the middle. And then you can go 1, 2 beads over here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beads over there. And then down here, write your number sentence. 2 plus 5 equals 7. Well, here's what Mrs. Oberg is going to show you today. I'm going to give you the number sentence for these two, and your work at home is going to be to draw your beads to represent that. So, 5 plus 1 equals 6. You show that up here. And the last one is 1 plus 3 equals 4. You show that up here on your number beads, just like Mrs. Oberg did for the first one. All right, have fun working on that. And your last page in this today is number gymnastics, where you need to use your brain to think about numbers before, numbers after, and twist your mind around to do some thinking. So have someone help you read those words and figure out what number you need to write in the box. This is a fun page. All right. And today we're going to do some counting work. By ones. We're going to count by ones with a clap pattern. And when I say a clap pattern, I mean like this. Keep a steady beat and start counting by ones at 19, and we're going to go all the way to 45. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Keep going all the way to 45 with a clapping pattern. And now, kindergarten, it is time to talk about our last job. Story today, I said, was Leo the Late Bloomer. And you have your own I Bloomed in Kindergarten book at your house. So, what Mrs. Oberg did in your book is I saved from the very beginning of kindergarten some of your first work we did together. Like your first pictures you drew, your first letters you wrote, the first way you wrote your name, all of those things. And I've already put them in your book, so you'll need this book for our writing time today. And your job today is on I Bloomed in Kindergarten. 2, illustrated by, of course, write your first name and your last name on that first line there, and then draw a picture of fabulous, wonderful you in kindergarten. Maybe you want to draw a picture of something you love to do in our classroom. Maybe it'll be you with purple sand, or you with blocks, or you playing outside. Whatever you want to draw there, do your best. And then our next job is on the very first page here. I want to read to you what it says. Kindergarten was a time to grow. And we sure did. Now, when you listen to my story, you'll understand this a little more too. I bloomed too, just like Leo. In this book, you will see what I've learned to make me, me. And then you need to write your first name. And if there's room, your last name. Otherwise, just write your first name the best you can. And you'll notice in there, there's a picture of you. Fabulous, wonderful you. Your very first day of kindergarten picture with your name underneath it. So you can see how you used to write your name compared to how you write it now. So much fun to look at those things. And then that will be all we need to work on in this book today. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing some more pages in our book. So get those first few pages done and then listen to the story, because I want you to learn all about my friend Leo in this story today. All right, have a great day. Get outside and play and keep rocking it, kindergarten.